How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be making some predictions for the 7th inning bosses and the upcoming weekend classic stuff, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And I think this is a good time to predict some players, just because if I am incorrect, then there's also a good chance that these cards that I'm talking about in this video will somehow make it into the 30 brand new team affinities that we're about to get. And then we're also going to get a shark map pretty soon, so that's pretty cool. That'll be in the next week and a half or so. But we have 2 days, 20 hours until the 6th inning program is over. As you can see from the screenshot, I really haven't been playing MLB The Show 25 that much. The last game of ranked seasons I played was about a month ago, a little over a month ago, during the last weekend classic session. So that was the only time I played, really. It was right before the weekend classic session, if I remember correctly. But I have been keeping up with some of the content in the game. I've been keeping up, updating my team. I have picked up Babe Ruth, Leo Dallas DeVries, Ken Griffey Jr., and Cool Papa Bell. I just haven't played a game with any of them. But if we were to take a look at the previous bosses, we had Corey Kluber, Ted Simmons, and Chase Utley. I think that these cards were pretty good. However, I wouldn't expect to see too many of them in starting lineups. If I was to make some predictions here, I would probably think Carlos Delgado is due for an upgrade. It's kind of surprising that his 91 is the best version of Carlos Delgado, but he actually has the highest overall out of the players that I'm selecting in this video. We got Ricky Henderson. If you're thinking maybe more of an outfielder, we just got first baseman, a couple first basemen recently, so maybe they go with a righty, a right-handed hitting outfielder, or maybe they go with someone like Johnny Bench. Johnny Bench probably should already have a card in the game. I know a lot of people don't really like using him because his swing is a little bit slow. In years past, it's been somewhat hard to use. But I also think Satchel Paige could be due for an upgrade. I wanted to kind of include 4 players. Obviously, we are going to get 3 bosses, but then we're also going to get 2 Weekend Classic rewards. So I don't really know who we're going to get for Weekend Classic rewards. If I'm thinking maybe Satchel Paige would be a better option for that. Maybe Ricky Henderson would be a better option for that. I don't know. I think Carlos Delgado, Johnny Bench would fit the bosses a little bit better, but that's just my personal opinion. If you have any of the previous Weekend Classic rewards, like Manny Ramirez or Ubaldo Jimenez, or even Corbin Burns, and I kind of forget the other guy that was associated with Corbin Burns, but if you have any of the previous Weekend Classic rewards, I would try to sell those off as quickly as possible. I think these cards are going to absolutely tank in price. If you want to use these cards for the next day or so, I think there's still a little bit of time, but I would try to sell off the card and then maybe buy it back during the Weekend Classic rerun packs and everything. But this game is, we're this far into the game cycle. You guys probably already knew to sell off Weekend Classic rewards. I just wanted to remind people that it is happening in 3 days. And then we have some other stuff coming out, some new programs, team affinities, and then the Shark map, Conquest map. So that's going to do it for this video. I'm College Lefty, and until next time, peace out.